Do you believe that ancient secrets can shape the fate of the world? What if I told you that the greatest mystery of our time isn't hidden in secret documents or secret societies, but right at the heart of the Vatican? Pope Francis, the spiritual leader of over 1 billion Catholics, is at the center of growing uncertainty. His health, once seemingly stable, has now become a global concern. Official reports are vague, diagnoses are contradictory, and the lack of transparency only fuels more speculation. What is really happening behind the sacred walls of the Vatican? What are they hiding from the world? In recent months, every public appearance of the Pope has been scrutinized. At 87 years old, Francis shows clear signs of physical decline, labored breathing, unsteady steps, and noticeable fatigue. In recent months, every public appearance of the Pope has been scrutinized. At 87 years old, Francis shows clear signs of physical decline, labored breathing, unsteady steps, and noticeable fatigue. The Vatican insists that he is receiving the best medical care, but the images tell another story. The man who once traveled the world on intensive diplomatic missions now frequently uses a wheelchair and appears visibly exhausted. Many are asking, is this simply the result of old age, or is something far more serious being concealed? Persistent rumors suggest that Pope Francis is suffering from severe respiratory complications, possibly linked to a past surgery where part of his lung was removed. If these issues have worsened, his ability to lead the Church and even his survival could be at risk. The truth, however, remains shrouded in an unsettling silence. Throughout history, the Catholic Church has mastered the art of secrecy. In times of crisis, the Vatican's strategy is always the same: control the narrative and avoid panic among the faithful. But how long can they remain silent? If this were merely the natural effects of aging, why is the Vatican so reluctant to release clear details? Behind the scenes, whispers suggest that the situation may be worse than we imagine. Some reports indicate that top members of the Church are already discussing the possibility of a successor. And that brings us to an even more intriguing question. The word resignation is growing louder within the Vatican. The last pope to abdicate was Benedict XVI, shocking the world in 2013. At the time, it was officially stated that his decision was due to age and declining health. But many believe that unseen forces within the Church influenced his departure. Now, history seems to be repeating itself. If Pope Francis steps down, he would be only the second pope in over 600 years to do so, but, this wouldn't be just another resignation. It would mark the end of an era, a defining moment in Catholic history. The question is, who would take his place? Would the next pope continue Francis's progressive reforms, or would the Church return to a more conservative stance? This transition could shape the future of Catholicism for generations. And this is where an even darker mystery emerges. For centuries, the Church has lived under the shadow of a chilling prophecy. St. Malachy, a 12th century Irish archbishop, allegedly had a vision listing every pope who would rule until the end of time. According to his prophecy, Pope Francis is the penultimate pope. This would mean that his successor could be the final leader of the Church before a great transformation, or even its collapse. Many scholars dismiss this prophecy as mere speculation. But throughout history, countless predictions attributed to St. Malachy seem to have come true. Could we really be on the verge of a major shift within the Church? With the Pope's health visibly deteriorating, the Vatican faces a crossroads. The real question isn't just whether Francis will resign or not. What truly matters is, where is the Catholic Church heading? Transitions of power within the Church have always been marked by internal conflicts. The next pope could either cement Francis's reforms or reverse them entirely, steering the Church back toward its traditional roots. And this choice will have profound consequences. If the next pope is a traditionalist, he might undo recent efforts toward inclusivity and interfaith dialogue. if he is a progressive, he could push the Church even further into modernization, something that deeply unsettles more conservative factions. We're standing at a turning point. What happens in the next few months could shape the future of Catholicism for decades to come. Amid so much uncertainty, one question remains. Is the Vatican hiding the true severity of the Pope's health, or is all of this just speculation? Are the Church's leaders preparing the world for an inevitable transition? Or is there something even greater happening behind the scenes, something we have yet to uncover? One thing is clear, the Catholic Church is facing one of its most delicate moments in history. Whatever decision is made next will have global repercussions. And what do you believe? Do you think Pope Francis will resign? Is the Vatican hiding something? Could St. Malachi's prophecies be real? Leave your comment and share your thoughts. We want to hear your opinion on this great mystery. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to stay updated. In our upcoming videos, we'll continue investigating the deepest secrets of the Vatican and unveiling the truth behind the mysteries that surround the Church.